Hi guys, good afternoon. So today we decided to take a trip to one of the biggest cattle markets in Nasarawa State, the Shinge market in Lafia. It's one of the biggest cattle markets in Nasarawa State. One of the objectives of this trip today is to find medication for our sick cows in our ranch. Recently we have been recording some mortality in the farm due to an outbreak. After a series of diagnoses, we still could not come up with any complete treatment. Our veterinary doctors have been on the route from this to that, trying to find the accurate medication. We have used several kinds of medication, but the results are not coming fast, and we are losing some of our cows already. So today we decided to enter inside the cattle market and discuss with our Fulani friends, those traditional cattle farmers that to use their experience as well. So follow me as we go into the market to explore the opportunities and the things that we can learn from them, through their local way of practice. So I just waiting for my guide. He is the one, Mr. Malam Mutala. He is the one that always helped me through the process. Going to even buying cow, he assists in buying and all of that. So he will be the one to lead me to the best veterinary doctor or let's say a local doctor, because these people are not professionally trained, but their medicine actually works. So we want to use one of their techniques to treat our cows and see the result. So follow me as we go through the process. Over the years I started cattle farming in 2020, and then within that time, when we were not able to hire professional hands in our farm, where we're not able to hire doctors in our farm, we just use the traditional method, the Fulani way. What they do is that they buy different medicine, mix it together, and inject the cow. It used to be very crude way. Sometimes you don't even know what is the content of the injection you are giving to your cow. Sometimes we go to the market and we buy it in measurement, maybe in drip or a syringe, depending on how many cow you have in your house. You just tell them what the cow, whether it's not feeding well, is it feeding well. So this is what we were doing at that time. But as we were expanding and growing, we decided to start employing professional hands into the farm. We hired a professional veterinary doctor who have been very, very amazing. His work is extremely good. The results are nice. The results are excellent. So, but recently, that particular veterinary method was not very much effective to a particular outbreak we had in the farm. So it was wise that we say, okay, let's go back to our traditional way. And that is why we are here today, to meet one of our doctors in the market. The Fulani people do not hire veterinary doctor to follow them about in the bush, treating their cows. But we see that their cows are healthy and very big, and they perform very well as well. So we want to know what is the secret behind their result. So today we are here now. We are with the doctor, and I actually told him my complaint. I told him that our cows are not feeding well. They are becoming lean. They are depreciating in weight, and we are losing them. So the female are having miscarriages. Why generally the cows are down. Some are weak, cannot even stand up. Some are not feeding at all. Why some are not feeding well. So, and some are coughing. In the morning you come, you see them coughing. At intervals they will cough. So I gave him all of our complaint in the farm, and he decided to. And he just wait. So he went into his shelf and then began to pull out different kind of medicine, different kind of injections in different different bottles of injection. So I decided to say, okay, let me ask him a few questions before he can before we administer these injections. Though he cannot speak English very well, so he is using Hausa to interpret the questions. So I was asking him, why do the Fulani people like to mix the injection instead of giving the injection singly like the doctors do? Like, why do you have to mix multivitamin with oxytetracycline or LA? Why do you have to mix all of this with iodine, ivermectin, and all of that? Why do you mix them together? What is the benefit of mixing all of these injections together? Why not give it singly as the professionals do? So this is his explanation that he gave. So he said that everything that anybody does is based on their own experience. That they have been doing this not today, that they have started long ago. So the reason why they do is because sometimes you cannot properly diagnose the exact infection or disease affecting your cow. But they just give a general diagnosis of, okay, this one is not feeding. So they add everything, both antibiotics, multivitamins, antiparasites, and all of them. Just add it together and they give the medication. So we will, for those who can understand Hausa, you can hear what he will say from here.
suka ce bari su rinka hada magani kuma suna hadawa suna ganin amfanin sa shi yasa mu ma muke yi yanzu aka Fulani ko ka zo idan dai zai sai maganin da ya kai kwalba 5 idan ka ce tafi da shi ya huda wannan daban yau gobe ya huda wannan ba zai yarda ba zai ce ka masa miskin sa wuri daya ya zama kamar digesting kenan any bacteria zai magani shi maganin samore mai hawaye ko tari hanta ko menene something like this, any bacteria da an yi mis nashi to idan an ba da allura daya ya fi a ce an cukin yau an cukin gobe yana biyo dabbobi wahala ba dalili kenan dalilin mis kenan
amma to idan mun hada wannan ba LA bana ba ko
wannan ba LA bane ba wannan maganin gorto ne wanda zaka wutsiyar saniya yana zugewa
okay
shine maganin shi kenan gorto
idan jikin sana na ragewa kamar baya kiba wani iri ne
ba gefen komai bane ba inda yana ci abinci baya kiba domin akwai saniyan da zaka ga yana ci abinci baya kiba wani ko baya cin abinci ne in baya cin abinci ne wani abu ne da ba za a nemi kamar multivitamin sai a mishi kamar multivitamin idan kuma maganan yana ci abinci baya kiba irin su guro booster din nan sai sa shi fat yau ka ji dalili kenan kaga wannan guro booster ko da yana cin abinci kiba ne ba yi ga guro booster zai magani zai sa yi fat in kuma dama baya cin abinci ne ya sa to ga multivitamin zai sa cikin sai bude nema abinci in dai da abinci zai kiba
to da mun hada wannan da su dukan nan zai kara masu ci abincin nan
ba abin da ba zai maganin zai sa dabba ta ci abinci zai maganin zuban ruwa na hawaye idanu idan an haɗin nan da za a yi zai maganin duhu na saniya wanda za a ga bayan ta yana duhu ko hanta tunda babu mai laida a ciki zai yi maganin shi
idan ka sa mai laida na a cikin su ba
shi mai laida abin da ya sa ba za a sa mai ake tsoron mai laida in saniya yana da hanta shi mai laida yana ƙara ka da hanta shi ya sa ba za a sa shi ba amma an ba su da hanta za a iya sa shi a cikin magani ba damuwa ba
mene aikin mai leda nan?
Aikin mai leda yana maganin sammorin mai hawaye ko mai duhu ko gwarto wanda yana zuge wutsiyar saniya. Amfanin mai leda kenan.
Okay. Na gode. To karan hada mun wannan.
Assalamu alaikum malam.
Wannan nawa?
300.
Sauki.
Ka 200.
Akwai wasu kwayoyi masu ruwan ganye.
Ga su a can.
Baka da su ba? Sauki nawa za ka ba wannan ne?
So don ne? Haka ne kudin shi.
Ya?
Haka ne kudin shi.
150. Bashi haka.
Zaka ba wannan guda biyu.
Ba da ma ba.
150.
Wannan 6,000 muka sa shi.
Ka sa wannan na?
6,000.
6,000. 6,000. Ka rage mu mana.
Haka ne. An gajo ba zan kara ma kudin magani ba kai ka sani in dai ban baka magani kyauta ba wallahi ba zan maka nadawa.
To.
Wannan za a bar shi naira 4,000. 4,000 amma 5,000 ne ya kamata a sa shi. Wannan 5,000.
Okay.
Yan nan. Wannan 5,000 multivitamin na duka.
So what he was basically saying here is that he is not disputing the professional practice of the doctors, but this is what works for them. That even if you advise a Fulani man to come and buy all of these injections and be giving it separately, give multivitamin separately, give LED separately, give antibiotics and all separately, that the Fulani man will not accept. He will tell you to just add all of them together, and that he will just be giving the injection all together like that. So I saw that this works for them. It may not be the correct practice, but it has been working, and we decided to try it and see what the result will be like. So after this video, I asked him to add up, to do it, and then he started adding it up, which you will see going forward. What further he said here again is that when you are going to buy injection, you buy injection based on what works for you, not necessarily what is the practice is saying, what works for you. And I asked him, if my cow is not getting fat, what should I do? He now asked, like, okay, if the cow is eating but not getting fat, it's a different thing from when the cow is not eating at all. There are some cows that we have experienced in our farm. You keep them in the farm with feeding and all of that. They will not even eat. They will just be looking at the feed like that. In that condition, he said we should give multivitamin. That's the work of multivitamin. But when the cow is eating plenty, every day you come by evening time, the stomach is filled. By morning, the stomach is down, and the cow is looking lean every morning. And in the afternoon, when the cow has fed, the stomach is full, but it's not appreciating in weight. He says such cows should be given growth booster. So these are the different works of a growth booster and multivitamin. Multivitamin can help your cow to feed better, while the growth booster can help your cow that is feeding to add up weight. Then he talked about, there's one injection that is called this Melida. This in a sachet. It's another antibiotics. He says it's not proper to be given to a cow that is coughing. A cow that is coughing is what they call hunter. They call it hunter in Hausa. This is in the morning you see them coughing, coughing. That kind of cow is not good to give them Samorin or this Melida. It will increase the sickness. So that's that. He's going to be adding up all the injection. And please, if there's any question, anything you like us to clarify, feel free to ask in the comment section. And also, do not forget to subscribe and also like this content. Thank you. So after all of these have been mixed together, he now gave us the dosage instruction, where he said that we will have to give this medicine according to the size of the animal, because this is a very heavy concentration of different injections, multivitamins, antibiotics, growth boosters, antiparasites, and generally many other injections that he has added together here. So it's proper that you give the appropriate dosage. If not, it will also cause another problem to your animals. So what he said was, from this 4-liter jar now, when it's time for administration of injection, for small cows, we were to give 5 meals in the morning, 5 meals of this injection for 3 days in the morning before they go out. We give today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow for 3 days, 5 meals. Then for big cows, we give 10 meals for 3 days. After we have given for 3 days, we hold on for 1 week. Then we repeat for another 3 days. That is how he said we should give. And the surprising part is that when we went home and carried out these practices, our animals became very healthy and we recorded very good results. So sometimes it is good to follow the traditional practice even as you are going forward to the professional practice. For beginners, this may be very, very effective for you, since you may not be able to buy the very complicated testing kits, medical practices and all of that. So this works for us, and we also say that it can work for you too. So you see some of the animals very big, heavy and healthy. This is what we intend to keep in our farm. Don't forget that our farm is open to co-ranching. You are allowed to have your animals in the ranch from whatever location. You can have your cattle in the farm as a co-ranching practice. There's one of our video where we explain what co-ranching means. Co-ranching means that me and you having a cow in a ranch and then sharing the cost. Management is carried out by us and then your cow multiplies under a certain agreement. This was very exciting for us. We saw very big, massive cows, and it was educative. We learned a lot from our local herders, and this is what we intend to implement in our farm going forward. Thank you.